One of the problems that plagues the social sector is a certain amount of, we'll call it strategic rigidity. People create these beautiful theories of change. Now, they're theories. And foundations and donors make grants to support those, quote, theories or strategies. Then people go out in the real world and start to do things. But what if the things you're doing cause you to question the original strategy? What happens then? Because donors are saying, here are your milestones, here are your milestones, here are your milestones. This would be like Lewis and Clark, if Tom Jefferson had said, here's the detailed strategy about how you're going to get from St. Louis to Oregon, you guys just go implement it. Now imagine that. It's a journey. They don't know where they're going or exactly how they're going to get there. They have to adapt. What we see over and again in the social sector is this rigidity that doesn't allow you to adapt. And donors can be a big part of this problem because donors want to measure results and they want milestones and so forth. The nonprofit wants the next installment of the grant. And so the last thing they're necessarily going to do is say, these things actually didn't work that well. But face it, most of this is trial and error. When the Gates Foundation can publicly say, you know what, our small school strategy had some successes, but wasn't achieving the kind of systemic change we wanted it to achieve. Now, is that failure? I would say that's not failure at all. And the Gates Foundation wouldn't say it was failure. They would say it was learning. We adapted. You know what? We changed our strategy. And they may, for all we know, change it again, and change it again, and change it again. Because it's a theory, you could almost say, you know what? If your strategy has not been questioned, what's going on? How brilliant were you to understand the world perfectly, to anticipate perfectly that journey from St. Louis over the Rockies to Oregon? Who knew? Well, of course nobody knows those things. So recognizing that we are all learning together. And it's a theory. That means it's trial and error. There's going to be failures. There's going to be shortfalls. We have to be able to adapt over time.